What's up, guys? So a couple days ago I decided to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is a sequel to the first one called Fullmetal Alchemist. Personally, this isn't going to be like 100% full review of the anime just because I don't want to spoil the amazing storyline and the plot twists and all that of this anime. It's just going to be kind of my opinions and a quick little review of it. So we start off with the characters Edward and Alan. They're the most selfless characters I've ever seen in anime. This whole anime starts because they just want to get their moms back because their dad was never around. Their dad is actually an alchemist. Well, later on you learn that he's something else, but for the time being they always thought he was an alchemist and that he just never really wanted them, never really showed up, and he ends up leaving and their mother ends up passing away. So you see two young boys around 8 and 7, 6, around that time frame, two young boys with no one, with their dad doesn't even know their mom died pretty much for a long time, and their mom just died like right in front of them. I think she dies of disease, don't quote me on that exactly, but as you see, they get taken in by oh, I don't remember her name right now, Winry's grandma, and Winry ends up staying with them, and they end up learning alchemy, which is a form of life at their time. They kind of live in like a rural time where there were like knights and stuff, I guess you could say. That's how I kind of picture it, because they don't really have a lot of technology. Well, they do have technology, but they do live in like, I don't really know how to describe it. If you know what I mean, they live like a little bit before us, but they have technology that surpasses us. Like they have metal arms that connect to your nerves and stuff like that, that like actually move and work like an arm. But as I was saying about this whole story about their mom trying to get their mom back, there's a taboo among alchemists that you can't use human transmutation, which alchemy is pretty much the law of giving and equally taking. So you have to equally give something to equally get something back. That's the whole point of it. It's kind of like a science type of anime. And throughout this whole anime, they're just trying to get their bodies back, because when their mom died, they started learning alchemy, and as young boys, they didn't really understand this whole law of give and take. So they decided to do a human transmutation to bring their mother back, and they do this, and in the process, they end up losing all of Al's body, and Edward loses his arm. At first, I think it's his arm, but then to get his brother back, he sacrifices his left leg, I think it is, to do a blood like seal on a knight's armor to bring his brother back. So you could see this 8-year-old boy losing an arm and a leg, watching his brother evaporate right in front of him, and then he loses the leg just to talk to his brother. His brother isn't physically there. His brother is talking from a suit of armor. That is ridiculous. That is how selfless he is. I don't know if they didn't know. I expect that they didn't know the outcome of this or whatever, but they lost a lot. Their childhood would never be the same throughout this. And because of this, Winry, ends up liking Edward a lot. I guess I kind of spoiled it. Winry, this family friend, which kind of turns into a sister figure, she makes a metal arm and a metal leg for Edward, kind of for him to use. And throughout the days, she works on her automail, which is pretty much making legs and just mechanics in general, and arms and body parts with metal. And she works on that, which I like the relationship she has with Edward. She kind of is like her tech girl, and she ends up like liking him a lot, and they're just really, it's a really loving story between both of them. They never really have time for each other because Edward's always doing stuff. But other than that, later on they start growing up. I don't want to go too much in about Fullmetal Alchemist because I haven't watched all of it, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. I just went right into Brotherhood because I heard Brotherhood was so much better, so good. But they end up being in Central City, which is controlled by the Fuhrer, and I don't really want to go into too much about this. But the Fuhrer Bradley, the ruler, the king of this area, this state, this country, forever. He's like a war hero. And he uses these state alchemists, which the community thinks the state alchemists are just like dogs to the military, but the state alchemists are like just the strongest alchemist of the country or whatever, and they're just like, they give him this title, state alchemist. And at first this anime doesn't really pick up its story. Like, slowly, bits by pieces, you slowly see it like nibble down into the story and stuff like that. But this anime is so gory and dark. Like, if you've seen it, for the people that have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think there's a death in at least every episode, if not every other episode. There is a death for a good 10 episodes. Someone dies every fucking episode. This is insane. I personally like these type of anime. It's like a mysterious anime. You meet this character Star, which his people got killed by the state alchemists and the military when they invaded, because they had this rivalry between the alchemists and their people. I can't remember their names right now. It'll probably be on screen because I'm a fucking idiot because I'm forgetting. I probably should have wrote down notes. It starts with an E though. I remember that. I don't even want to sit here and think about it, but his people completely got slaughtered. There were only like a handful of them left, and Central and this country pretty much swallowed up their land, swallowed up their holy land, killed all their people just because one girl that wasn't even associated with each side of them killed one girl, shot a girl. This whole war started because of one girl. And I don't really want to spoil too much of this anime, but definitely if you guys liked anything I just talked about, I know I kind of butchered it a lot, and kind of skipped bits and pieces, but I don't want to get too much into it because I feel like I'll just spoil it and ruin it for you guys. You guys really have to watch this anime. Out of a total, I give this anime a 10 out of 10. This is probably my favorite anime for it being so short. I think it's a total of 64 episodes long, and from the first episode up until the last, I couldn't keep my eyes off the fucking screen. I didn't know what was going to happen next. It was just so amazing. The ending 10 episodes are the most brutal and most amazing things I have ever seen. The start is a little bit boring. It slowly catches up, but that's just like any anime. You watch the first couple episodes and it's gonna be kind of sloppy, but as it goes, you fall in love with this anime. You fall in love with these characters, and for it being 64 episodes long, I started this off slowly gaining questions, but by the end, every question that I had in my mind was just dropped, crumbled, and I knew the answer because I just busted a load at the last episode. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm done fucking around, stuff like that. But in all seriousness, this is probably one of the best animes I have ever seen. Probably one of the best short animes. I hope they make... I don't want to say I hope they make a sequel because they really can't. But if they could ever do something again like this, I'd really like it. I know they probably won't just because I'd rather them leave the legacy of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood at what it is and stuff like that. But thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you haven't already, and I'm out. Bye!